Ooh, somebody's not watching where they're going, and no one's that lucky. Hey, it's Mike again from Olympia, and I'm here for another lesson all about why you keep losing money. Now, this one might sting a little, so stay with me because it's the one that changes everything. Here's the hardest truth in trading. You can be completely right about a stock and still lose money on it. You can be right about the company, right on the direction it's going to go, and your account still shrinks. And when that keeps happening, you go out and start tinkering with your picks. You try to find a new screener, a new strategy, a new guru, but it's almost never the pick. There are three things that quietly drain your account, and not one of them is the stock you chose. Let me show you. Now, here we have FormFactor. This was a real name in a bull regime, a perfectly reasonable thing to be interested in, and it still bled from around $160 down to around $84. So picture it. You were right. You liked the company. You had a thesis, and it didn't matter one bit. Being right about a business does not protect your account. What actually decides whether you keep your money is what you do around the trade, the stuff that has nothing to do with the pick. So if it's not the pick, what is it? Three killers. Size. The position's just too big. No stop. You've got no line in the sand. Or you set some random one and hope for the best, and then hope itself. The strategy where you just wait for it to come back. Every blown up account you've ever heard about is some blend of these three. That's the whole list. Learn to see them, and you've already fixed most of your problem. Let me take them one at a time. Killer number one. The size is too big. You loved an idea, so you went heavy. You dropped a big chunk of your account on your best guess. And here's the math nobody wants to hear. One oversized loss undoes 10 good trades. You can pick great all year and still blow up purely on one size being wrong. Sizing isn't the last thing you think about. It's the first. It's survival. We've got a whole lesson just on sizing, and it's one people skip, which is exactly why it's the one that gets them every time. Killer number two. No stop or just some random stop. Watch FormFactor grind from $168 down to $85. No stop. Every single candle on the way down was a choice to keep holding. You just didn't feel it as a choice because you never decided the exit. A stop is a line in the sand you set before you're in cold blood. So the ride down stops being optional. No line, and gravity makes the decision for you all the way to the bottom. And killer number three, hope. FormFactor just kept sliding down below our model's reference, around 91. And the whole way down, the voice says, it'll come back. Just give it a little time. But it'll bounce. That's not a plan. That's a feeling wearing plan's clothing. That is exactly how a small, manageable loss turns into the big one that actually hurts. Hope is a wonderful thing in life. In a trade, it's loss. It's the most expensive word there is. You ever play poker? Everybody's got a tell. Well, here's the tell for this. The moment you can catch yourself in the act, you know you're in real trouble when you don't even want to open up the position. You avoid the screen because you don't want to see the red. That little flinch, that, I'll check it later, maybe it came back. That is the signal. It means you skipped the plan. And some part of you already knows it. And honestly, the flinch is a gift. It points straight at where you went wrong, while there's still time to fix it. And here's the fix. Just a little bit of math. And if you don't want to do the math, Olympia actually does the math for you. Helps you figure out the stop. Helps you figure out support, resistance, all of that. But just a little math if you want to do it yourself. You got to decide what you're willing to lose. What you're willing to gain is after the fact. It's what you're willing to lose. That's what you have to decide. And never, ever risk more than 1 or 2% of your total account on any one trade. Determine your stop before you do anything else, before you enter the trade. These 3 things you calculate and you have them down on paper, then you enter the trade. So let's recap the 3 things you want to take from this lesson. You lose on the size, you lose on the stop, and you lose on the hope when you don't determine those 3 things before you start the trade. Stop tinkering with what you're buying and start fixing what you do around it. Decide the loss before the trade every single time. And those 3 killers can't get their hooks in you. Even a great system has losing trades. The difference is that a pro's losses are small and planned, and the amateurs are the ones that end the account. Free lessons at olympiaqtrade.com/learning. I will see you at the next one. Again, this is Mike from Olympia. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.